Okay, it is the 5th time I have recorded this. I am done being cheery for the intro. Okay, literally this is the 5th time I've recorded this. The first 3 times my camera ran out of space halfway through it, even though I deleted like 20-minute long videos and music videos on it. But you know what ended up happening. And then the 4th time I get interrupted, that just tickles my pickle. So, I'm done being cheery for this intro. Tony, card games on Angel Wings, you know the shtick. So, we said we'd be more active. We never did. Sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. And, honestly, we are going to be after Christmas. We're going to have deck box openings. We're deck box openings, wow. I'm tired, okay? We're going to have box openings. We're going to have my Macro Rabbit deck, we're going to have my Insector deck, we're going to have my Madolche deck, hopefully my Madolche deck. We're going to have my Cephalon agents instead of just my Lightsworn agents here. We're going to have, me and Zach are going to start up a Kaijudo portion of the channel. We're going to start up, because we both loved Duel Masters when it was around when we were little. So we're going to try to have a Kaijudo portion. And, yeah, so hopefully we'll get some duel videos up of this deck and you guys can see that it's actually consistent, but, you know. Start off 2 Lila, pop a back row, mill 3 at your end phases. 2 Lumina, discard a card, bring back any Lightsworn monster you want, including Lumina. She's broken. Give us another one, Konami. 2 Raikos, flip, best flip effect in the game, pop a card on the field, and mill 3. Then the 1-ups, Jane, Aaron, and Garoth. Everyone knows what they do at this point, so. I'm sorry, I'm tired, guys. 2 Judgment Dragons. It's not a pure Lightsworn deck, so the 3rd is really inconsistent, so 2 is just that right amount. Then moving on into the agents, 2 Earth. Earth is their Stratos. Summon it, search out any agent. Then I only play 2 Venus. I'm gonna get a 3rd eventually, guys. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I'm still playtesting it. But the 2 is working quite well. I'll either open with it or open with Earth, and I won't dead draw into this, like, over and over and over later on. And then I play 3 of the Mystical Shiny Ball. So, yeah, 3 of that really bad card. Then we play 3 of this really good card, Master Hyperion. It's basically the light version of Dad. I can't make it easier than that, honestly. Then, I don't have this one. It wouldn't be one of my deck profiles without proxies, would it? So, play 2 Christia, because Christia is broken as fuck. Then, I finally hollowed out my Honest, so, you know. Honest, most hated hand trap in the game. 1 BLS. Chaos is not very easy to perform in this deck, I'll be the first to tell you. There are 3 darks in the deck, one of which you want in your hand, another one you want in your graveyard. You want to stay in your graveyard so that you can use it later. And the last one, it doesn't really matter. So, but, like Azanize says, if you can run BLS, run BLS. He's too good not to run him. So, I fully agree with that, honestly. If you can... Okay, not to his point where it's, okay, I play a dark deck. It's a deck of all darks, and then I play 2 Veilers. Let's put in BLS. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy to that extent. The BLS is still way too good to pass up on, though. Then the one you want in your hand, Gores, because everyone in the world should always Gores, because Gores and the Gores, and everyone loves Gores, and the Gores, and the Gores. So, then we go to Plague, because it's Lightsworn. And finally, I'm taking in Gale the Whirlwind. Gale is just a quick normal summon, cut whatever you want in half. Say they're sitting on that annoying-ass Zen mains, and you got 2 monsters on the field that have, like, 1,200 attack for whatever reason. You haven't overlaid them or anything already. It's an example. What do you want from me? So, you summon your Gale, you cut that Zen mains down to 1050, you run over it with all 3, and then you make Trishula. I miss you, Trisha Love. But, yeah, you get the gist. Then, 2 card troopers, mill your 3, mill engine. Yeah, that kind of stuff. 2 Thunder King Ryos, because Thunder King is Thunder King. Then we get into the 9 spells of the deck. 1 charge of the Light Brigade, because it's broken. Mill 3, search your Lightsworn. It's so good. And then I play the 2 solar recharges. If you think the 3rd is a necessity, by all means. Like, I do not care. By all means, if you really want to, I think that the 2 is better because of the fact that it's not a pure Lightsworn deck. There's a chance to dead draw into this, and I don't like taking chances. I don't really like taking chances with these kind of cards, so. Then, 1 reinforcement of the army. If you're going to cut anything, cut this. I'm actually thinking about it at this point, because of how many times I've talked it down in this video, or at least in the past 4 tries of making this video. So, its only targets are Aaron, Jane, and Garroth, but to me, deck thingy is just worth it. Then we play the Avarice because Lightsworn. And then the Triforce of Power, the Triforce of Wisdom, and the Triforce of Courage. Hey, I might not get interrupted at this part this time. So, basically it's the Triforce of Yu-Gi-Oh! Everyone has to play it right now. Hey, I didn't get interrupted! And 1 MST, because I wanted some other method of back row removal. So that's the main deck. Going into the extra deck, I play 6 Synchros. I don't have a Catastor, unfortunately, so, you know. Gorse Token. Woo! My 5 is Hyper Librarian. I actually have gotten some draws off of him, like, a lot, so he's worth making, and people will, like, stress out over him. They're like, oh, man, he's gonna go for these big synchro plays. Gotta warning this Librarian. Gotta warning him. And I just go, okay, you just wasted a warning. Congratulations. Gaia Knight, this is something I want to talk about. This right here is something that I want to talk about. Okay. Guys, I don't know if the Shonen Jump Alpha promo card poll is over yet, but if it's not, go right now and vote for Sirius the Blue Wolf Star. Like, for the love of God, that crappy gimmick puppet Destin Leo is winning right now, which is complete and utter bull, because he's so bad. He's so bad. He takes 3 level 8s, which is such a pain in the ass to make. It's just worthless. And if you detach from him 3 times, you win. Problem is, if he's on the field, you can't have any back row. Yeah. Meanwhile, Sirius is a generic level 6 synchro, and when he goes to the graveyard, you choose a monster your opponent controls and lower it by 2,400 attack points. That turns Obelisk the well, if you could target Obelisk. If you could, it would turn Obelisk the Tormentor into a fucking puppy. Like, seriously. Sirius is a badass. 1 Black Rose Dragon, because Black Rose is Black Rose. Stardust is Stardust. And Scrap is Scrap. Staple Synchros are staple. 1 Gachi, I flip-flop between this and Daigusto Phoenix for a while. This is the best option. Trust me. Tempo to shut down the Zenmain's play. Leviathan Dragon, because Leviathan Dragon. Zenmain's generic, rank 3 is generic. Acid Golem, generic, beater is generic. Muserhythm, my little techie choice. Okay, basically, if you are low on life points, you go for Muserhythm. If you're not, you go for Acid Golem. Well, actually, you go for Acid Golem when you're going for game. Acid Golem is guaranteed to stick around for a little while. Muserhythm is not, but he will do some damage without costing you. So, that's why I like Muzu. Then we play the 4 Utopia. He's a light. I know I said I hate Utopia. I really do. But he's a light, so Honest works on him. So I figured it can't be all bad. At least I have a use for him. Maestro, my current favorite Exceed monster. Just my absolute favorite. Photon Butterfly Assassin, because Photon Butterfly Assassin is pro and wins games. And finally, Zjavgishki Margeist. But, yeah, there you go. So, I hope you guys actually liked this version of Agents. I've been working on it for a little while, so there's the deck. I'm sorry I couldn't be more peppy, but it's been a long, like, 40 minutes of trying to record. So, that's it. See ya.